Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Danielle from DC Plans, and I'm here with a rewind spread for the week of December 14th through December 20th. I am using this gorgeous festive Christmas kit from Murdock. I will say this is by far my favorite spread of the Christmas season, maybe even the whole year. I am obsessed with this kit. I've actually debated rebuying it. This was the first kit I've gotten from Murdock. I've gotten her like some of her foil bundles and stuff in the past, but this is the first kit, and I don't know, I just placed an order with her today for her Bridgerton kit, and I really debated throwing this in the cart. I hope that she comes back with it next year because I absolutely love this. I paired it with hollow foil, and I bougied everything, and I think it looks really fun. Anyway, full disclosure, I'm recording this voiceover on January 20th, and I had to pull this like planner back off the shelf, and there's some fun stuff in here, like Penny's first real snow, and my Instacart experience and stuff like that. I'll tell you a couple stories as this is going through. But I am going to try to pull in, I did a Christmas tag for my last one. I'm going to try to pull in a couple different questions and stuff like that to answer just about this Christmas specifically, I guess. But I did start rereading Ready Player One this week and Ready Player Two, which is the sequel. I love, love, love Ready Player One. But to me, Ready Player 2 was a very big disappointment. I was not a huge fan of it. I thought that the author needed to like hit a certain number of pages and was just like, I'm going to describe everything in great detail and none of it matters. It was just very sloppy, I think is the best way I would describe it. I loved the first book and how it described things from the 80s and 90s and really made you feel like you were there. And I feel like in this book, it was just overkill. There wasn't any character development. They introduce a character and then they disappear again. And you're like, oh, this character has great potential and stuff like that. And then like the character just like doesn't come back until the very end of the book. It's very strange. And there's no character development with the original people that were in the first book either. So I was not a super big fan of the book. I'm glad I read it. I don't think he'll put out a third book. If he does, I will probably read it as well too, because I loved Armada as well. Ready Player 2 just did not compare anywhere close to Ready Player 1 for me. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, so we did get some snow finally on Wednesday, and it was really Penny's. There was a little bit of snow last year, but not a lot, and it only snowed once last year. And I was really looking forward to, now that I no longer work in a nursing home, I was like, I don't have to like shovel my car out. I don't have to worry about like sleeping at work and stuff like that. And then it like never snowed, but we did have a really good snow on Wednesday. And Penny was outside with her little snowsuit on and everything. And she just looked so cute and had a good time. And we played outside quite a bit this week. Excuse my yawn. Before I get into the Christmas tags, I'll go into the worst Instacart experience and the one experience that will make me never want to use Instacart again. We've been doing it, or we did do it, for quite some time this year, just with the pandemic and everything. And I was like, oh my God, it's great. Like, I love shopping at Aldi and I love their food there and everything like that. And like, it's kind of hit or miss with Instacart. Like, you can either like have a shopper who really like knows what to look for in produce and stuff, or someone who just like doesn't give a shit and they just give you whatever. But I've had some really great, really great shoppers. There's like every once in a while you have someone who like grabbed you a bad cucumber or something, but that's not like gonna break my experience. Like, it just happens. It's part of the process. And Instacart was always really good. Like, some guy like grabbed us the wrong milk at one point and they like refunded it and stuff. So I place an order and this girl starts shopping, and all of a sudden like nothing's in my cart. I don't know. It was like very strange. She couldn't find anything, and she wasn't looking at quantities of things. So for like we get lactate milk for Alan and and like I requested two, she only grabbed one. I requested two of Penny's milk, she only grabbed one. I requested a bunch of 4 or 5 bananas, like one bunch with 4 or 5 bananas. She grabbed me 5 bunches of bananas, which was just strange. But she didn't look at quantities of things, so I kept messaging her and I was like, hi, like I see that you scanned one of this. We were looking for two. Like, do they not have another one in stock? And she would just never answer. Then all of a sudden, I had requested turkey tender, or not turkey tenderloin, chicken tenderloins, so I was going to make chicken tenders. Or no, I requested thin cut chicken. That's what it was. And she was like, they're out. And I was like, okay, no problem. If they just have regular chicken breast, that's fine. You can just grab that. And she's like, okay, great. So she grabs the chicken breast and she's like, they're out of the take and bake pizzas. Like they have these like take and bake pizzas that are like $5. They're really good. We love them. They're big. And they last us like a couple meals. Like we can usually get like a dinner and 2 lunches, or a dinner and a lunch out of that. Well, she's like, they're out of the take and bake pizzas. I'm just gonna, like, do you want this frozen pizza? I was like, no, I would rather just have the refund. Like, we're not gonna eat that pizza. Please don't get it. And she's like, okay, puts it in the cart and charges it charges me for it anyway. I was like, okay, whatever. Like, we'll just donate it, or maybe we'll eat it at some point, whatever. So then the packet chicken that she adds first is like $2.70. I'm like, that seems really cheap for chicken, but whatever. Maybe she just got me a small pack, whatever. I don't care. Then it goes up to $74. And I'm like, for a pack of chicken? Like, what the hell? The whole order was only like $95 or something. And I was like, that seems strange. So what? Then it goes back down to like $6, which seemed like on par for what chicken should cost from Aldi. And then it goes back up to $30. But when you do an Instacart thing, you have to like accept the changes. So I had accepted the change when the chicken cost $2.70 or whatever it was. And then she kept changing the price. And I was like, this is so weird. Like, this is really bizarre to me. So finally she comes and she drops off the food and drives away, and we go and get the food, and the first thing we notice is that everything has an overwhelming smoke smell to it. Everything smells like smoke. And I'm like, this is so weird. Everything. We got grapes, smelled like smoke. We got clementines, they smelled like smoke. It was bad. And so we're putting away like some of the packaged goods, and I was like, I can't even like in good conscience like use this stuff. Like, it smells so bad. And the $30 pack of chicken really cost the $6 and whatever amount of cents. And she did get right quantities of stuff. Like, she only scanned 1 milk, but she got us 2. She scanned 1 of this, but got us 2 or 3, whatever it was. So I contact Instacart and I'm like, yo, something is up with this. One, everything smells like smoke. Like, it just, I don't know if she was smoking in the car with it or her car just smells like smoke. It was bad. And they're like, well, that's unacceptable. And I was like, and also on top of it, this girl changed the price from chicken from like $2 to $78 to $6 to $30. And they're like, what happened? And I was like, her quantities were off. She didn't pay attention to anything. She didn't pay attention, like, if I asked for like low sodium, she just got me like the regular kind. And they're like, we're gonna give you a full refund. She's like, but just an FYI, she probably changed the price of chicken because she didn't scan anything right and probably realized that her tip was going to be really low, because like tips are based on percentages. So I always give 20% because they get to keep that. So 20% of $90 is a lot different than 20% of like $50. So they were like, she probably was changing the price of the chicken to match like what your quote was, so she still got her full what's it called, like her full tip, and that the money was released on the card, because she only scanned 1 milk and she only like scanned 1 cheese or whatever it was, it didn't like release enough money onto the card for her, so she like changed the price of chicken so it would cover it. And I was like, okay, I don't mind like the covering the cost of stuff, but like, you didn't do your job right, and now like you still want this tip, and she didn't even grab half the stuff. Like, we were missing like 2 bags worth of stuff. It was so weird. She still gave us the pizza that we didn't want. It was just really bizarre. So they ended up giving us a refund, and then they're like, we're going to give you a $75 credit to use on your next order. And honestly, like, we're never going to use it. I just have been doing either Giant Direct or like going to Aldi now, because like now that the holidays are past, it's not that big of a deal. I just go like during the week, because like during the week before the holidays, like a lot of people are off and they're all over the place. But after the holidays, now that I'm a stay-at-home mom, still like I can go to the grocery store whenever I like. Anyway, I didn't get to this Christmas tag at all because I really wanted to tell you my Instacart experience. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video because, full disclosure, I'm recording this voiceover before I even have the video on my computer because another video is saving right now. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe down below. I'll see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a great new year.